Well, the 2015 draft has been very successful in getting captains into the league. Connor McDavid became a captain of the Oilers not that long ago, and now Jack Eichel is a captain for the Sabres. In my eyes, there really wasn't anybody else you could name as captain. There isn't anybody else who's got that leadership potential. Now, the thing for Eichel is this. Eichel was kind of vocal about being frustrated with all the losing towards the end of last season. He now needs to be a positive voice in the locker room as the team is aiming to get out of this rebuild and get back into a playoff race this year. He needs to be the positive. He needs to be the leader and not necessarily the guy who's coming out frustrated when they lose. I like Eichel a lot. I think that he's under a lot of pressure this year. He's got the $10 million a year contract. He's now the captain of the team. It's a lot. And then he's got, this... He missed a lot of games with injury last year, and he has to show that he can be healthy for a full 82 games, so he has that pressure as well. Do I think Eichel's up to it? Absolutely. I like Eichel a lot, and it's funny because I don't necessarily see the 100-point-a-year player. I don't necessarily see a guy who's going to dominate offensively like a McDavid or like Crosby has, but I still see a guy who's capable of 80 points a year, maybe 85, maybe even 90. I see a guy who has a ton of leadership, and I see a lot of potential to be a great two-way forward in the NHL. Buffalo has a keystone in him that absolutely it's appropriate for him to be captain right now, and it makes me wonder with the Toronto team that doesn't have a captain this year, and you see it, McDavid's captain, Eichel's captain, is Matthews next? Probably. I would think that if we're looking a year down the road, you could see Matthews following the path that Eichel's taken. And I make the Eichel-Matthews comparison a lot. They're both centers. I think they have similar upsides. I think they have similar statistics through their first couple years in the league. And Matthews had the injury issues last year as well. So there's a lot of similarities there. And then, of course, Toronto and Buffalo are pretty much right next to each other. And, Buffalo this year really needs to show some advancement. And it's going to be up to Eichel now that he's the captain and he's the number one paid player on the team. It's his team. It's his time. And this is either going to be looked back at a couple years from now or a year from now as a great decision or one that put too much pressure on the kid. Personally, I'm leaning towards great decision because, again, he is their future down the middle. He is their best player. And, eventually Dahlin could very well be that generational defenseman and fantastic, but he can wear an alternate captain title at that point. Right now it's Bogosian and Okposo that were named as alternate captains. I'm a little bit surprised at Bogosian, but, alternate captains, they know more than I do about what goes on in the locker room, who the vocal leaders are, and I do like Okposo as an alternate as well. I think there's enough veterans in that locker room now for Buffalo that when Eichel is learning the ropes as the captain, I think there's some guys who can help him out with that. Let me know your thoughts regarding this topic in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Congratulations to Eichel. It's his team. And we're into the regular season. They're at home tomorrow against Boston. Boston will be on the back end of a back-to-back after playing Washington tonight. So that's a good chance for them to get their first win. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.